Only Friday, you could say TGI Fridays, as Natalie said earlier in Coffee Talk Trivia. Well, do your weekend plans include heading down to see what's going on at the theater?
If they do, well, this man here, Michael Cook, is here to review some movies and let us know what options we have.
We've got blockbusters today. It is late March now.
Late March is a tough time for movies. We're in between the blockbuster season, and our two choices reflect that fact. The first movie we'll talk about is called 5 Feet Apart. It tells a story. There you see a young woman played by Haley Lou Richardson, who is just a fantastic actress. She plays a teenager with cystic fibrosis, and she's in the hospital right now because of her disease is acting up. It's a lifelong disease where your lungs, you just have a hard time breathing and there's no cure. Well, while in the hospital, she strikes up a romance with a young man by the name of, played by Cole Sprouse. The reason the title comes from because cystic fibrosis, people with that disease have to stand 6 feet apart, otherwise there's chances of cross-contamination, something I didn't know. But they do 5 feet apart as a slight rebellion, during their romance. The movie is, like I said, her performance is fantastic. At times, though, unfortunately, the movie just jumped into melodramatic, cliched, teen tearjerker, teens with illnesses genre. We've kind of seen these movies before.
And they have a fight.
And there's fights. Somebody's going to die. There's always somebody's going to die.
So you do cry, you still cry?
Yeah, because you have to, because you have to cry. There has to be swelling music to make you tear. I teared up. Look, I'm not made of stone. I teared up. But I have to give this movie a 5.5 out of 10.
Wow.
I just wasn't impressed with the storylines.
They've done these movies over and over before.
We've seen it before many times. Again, I think Haley Lou Richardson did save part of it because she is so fantastic, but the rest of the movie I think you can wait till it comes out on Netflix.
They got it to a half.
Yeah,
it was 5. She got it to a half.
She got a little bit more than a half. So the next movie we're going to talk about is completely different. It's called Captive State. This is a sci-fi thriller set in the year 2027. Aliens have taken over the planet. They've been in charge for about 9 years. This movie is set in Chicago. And a lot of humans are, frankly, happy with the rule of the aliens and collaborating with them, even though they have a very oppressive, way of doing things, just to put it mildly. There you see Ashton Sanders, who you might recognize from the movie Moonlight, which won the Academy Award a few years back, and there's John Goodman playing a police officer trying to
John Goodman, a police officer?
Exactly, trying to crush the rebellion who are trying to take down this alien control. This movie at times had odd pacing. There were moments where there were scenes where utterly fantastic, and then there were times where it just sort of kind of felt pushed together, and characters who were important all of a sudden disappear from the screen. So there are some interesting themes about occupation and rebellion and how far will you go to fight for your freedom. All in all, it was decent. A decent sci-fi thriller. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. So unfortunately this weekend, not too many good choices. Like I said, we're in that season right before the May movies start to get going. So I think this might be the way it might be for a couple more weeks. We'll see.
Well, it's a good thing the weather will be nice this week.
Exactly. You get out.
Do we have a Star Wars movie this summer?
I think it's this December's Star Wars, the next Star Wars. Yeah. But of course, there's an Avengers movie coming up.
Yeah.
Memorial Day right around there.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.